Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter the Master of Hobbit, today joined by
Brett.
I'm out on my seas checking out some more hazy IPA that we got from Andre. So thanks a ton Andre, he sent a lot of awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that I haven't tried and Brett hasn't tried. No, I don't think there's any.
From some breweries we very much like.
Yes, which is amazing. Well, I haven't had this yet from this Root and Branch, and you say they're amazing. So
I had Visionary Heads from them, and I really like that. Of course, I haven't tried this, so I don't know about this one.
But this is a Root and Branch's Growing Up Absurd double IPA. It's a New England style double IPA and 8%. They call it a multi-oat wheat double IPA, and what they apparently focus a lot on is trying to make these super cloudy, fluffy mouthfeels. 8% and American hops. Yeah. It doesn't say specifically what.
But a small addition of Australian hops with this batch, because it's batch 2.
Yeah. So it's also not crazy fresh, but Andre kept this in his fridge, but he saved this because he really wanted us to try this. Yeah. But he didn't send it out because Christmas and stuff was coming up, and he had another shipment of super fresh monkish coming over that he wanted to send us. And I'm guessing also Pliny, double dry Pliny that he said.
Exactly.
Crazy. What a great surprise. So this was actually brewed at Evil Twin, New York City in Queens.
Okay. The other one I had was brewed at Great South Bay. So currently it is what's it called?
Contract brewery.
Phantom Brewery. Yeah, Phantom Brewery. But they are apparently building their own facility right now. So.
Well, it looks like what you want from a hazy beer.
Yeah.
It looks similar to the monkish beers, but a bit more orange maybe. Mm-hmm. You talked a lot about off-camera treehouse-ish, and I can see that. Because they have these really densely packed looking.
Yeah, and kind of you could just tell from the color and the way it moves in the glass that it has that fluffy texture to it.
It's a very nice fluffy white head as well.
Yeah.
It's got the aroma. Oh, that smells really nice.
Yeah.
It's also very treehouse-like because it's very soft and round. And
it reminds me of something like Julius-ish.
Yeah, because it's
like
super
this orange creamsicle-esque thing about it.
I think there's also an interesting. I'm almost like getting a hint of strawberry or something.
Yeah, green, slightly underripened strawberry maybe.
And then there's definitely also some overripe stone fruit esters. It's definitely a very yeast-centric New England style IPA. But yeah, totally loads of orange and orange creamsicle-like flavors. Yeah,
and maybe a bit of like a slightly grassy Australian thing, just a touch. But
yeah, I'm thinking maybe more that's more the possibly also that, but also partly the greenish strawberry thing. Yeah, I think that's possibly.
Yeah, but maybe that
also a bit of kiwi.
Yeah, it has something that is a bit.
Man. Yeah. Think about if this was 2 weeks fresher or just a month fresher, it would pop like crazy.
Because the Visionary Heads I had was just out of the glass.
And this is a bit more.
This is 2 months old.
Yeah.
So it smells very nice.
Yeah. It smells like some of the best older, IPA I've had in a while. But let's try it. Cheers. Thanks, Andrew. It's so fluffy.
It's so fluffy, yeah.
What a mouthfeel.
One of the best they just nail mouthfeel.
Totally orange and pineapple creamsicle flavor. Fuck, this is really good for a 2 months old New England double IPA, man.
It is.
Holy hell.
And actually, it has slightly like this oatmeal, slightly cereal thing, just because it has so much of that wheat oat.
Like Cheerios almost.
Yeah. Cheerios. But it really fits together with that orange, pineapple, slight kiwi
almost
touch.
Breakfast-like.
Yeah.
It's just a hint. There's also, I'm thinking, there's a hint of dampness and also grape. I'm not sure if it's Nelson, but there is a bit of a Nelson-esque vibe to it.
But it was Australian.
Oh yeah, that's New Zealand. Well, Ella, for example. Ella, is that Australian? I can't remember. There's a couple of the Australian hops. I mean, they have similar vibes, but there's something that just reminds me of Nelson. I think it's just because there's a grape thing, and also maybe the kiwi, but...
Now that I'm having another sip, I'm also getting just a touch of like a savoriness, like right at the end of the aftertaste.
Yeah, like oniony.
So it could be a bit of just a touch of Galaxy or Ella or something.
And then like it's super dank and pin bright too. Actually, it's like a very interesting combination of everything. Man, this one must be crazy when it's dead fresh. Yeah, it's really good as it is right now. Yeah. It's like really, really nice. And
I knew instantly when I had Visionary Heads that I preferred it over, for example, other halves style of IPA. Like I totally see why Root and Branch are really hyped, because if it's all of them are in this vein, but
yeah,
you know, when people in New York taste them, they are just massively fresh. Yeah. So
also because you know the sweetness isn't too much, and the fluffiness of the mouthfeel is fantastic, and then also it's very elegant.
Yeah.
You know, it's not an edgy New England IPA, because there's so many now that are so crazily hopped that they're very edgy and green. This is very elegant, especially compared to a lot of other examples.
But as you say, it's interesting because it has a bit of this like yeasty touch, but then it's also a bit of this malt oat wheat touch, but also a bit of like a pithy bright thing.
Yeah, I think there is a hop character that definitely reminds me of something a la monkish in there, and yeast profile that reminds me something a la treehouse. And then there's like this, even the burp here kind of like tasted like a Cheerio. But what's pretty interesting is like that it's maybe not as intense on the esters as I remember of some of the older treehouse beers I had.
That was straight up bubble gum.
Yeah, just like crazy bubble gum, and like it's more just a stone root thing. But I think it's just because they don't want it to go too sweet, because esters are sweet in taste compared to all the hops. So it's just, I think it's a more of a balanced thing maybe.
Yeah.
But fantastic. 95.
Yeah.
As it is.
And
that's a 2 month old.
Yeah. This could easily go into a 97 or something, if like really fresh and just a bit more popping.
And I love that it's just like a hint of that sweet cereal thing, you know, just a whiff of it, because it balances out a lot of that brightness and the rightness.
And again, the mouthfeel and the texture of it is just...
Yeah, the texture is the big player.
Yeah.
But interesting, even though it's so fluffy and everything, it's still dry.
Yeah.
You know, it's not overtly sickly sweet.
It's not sweet at all.
It's got dryness.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
And it's a double IPA, so...
I'm guessing it's because they work a lot of multigrain, as to say, loads of that, and then, you know, they try and, you know, keep it a drier finished beer.
Yeah.
So you still have some mouthfeel from all these things, because mouthfeel isn't just sugar, it's many different things. So, really, really good.
Yeah. Definitely a brewery to look out for, because they have a very clear signature. With their beers that
and you kind of
stands a bit out from some of the others.
And you kind of miss that in the New England IPA world right now, because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, this has been for sale very shortly, briefly, in Denmark or Europe.
Visionary Heads,
on Drikbeer. So I'm hoping we'll see more. Maybe.
Absolutely.
But thanks a ton, Andre. This is really fun to try. Opened my eyes for a new brewery. So thanks for that. If you guys had a chance to try Root and Branch's Growing Up Absurd Double IPA, especially if you had it super fresh, let us know what you thought of it. Thanks a ton again to Andre for the beer, and as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and we're going to say cheers!
Yes, cheers.
And see you guys in another video. And ring the bell for future notifications about videos. Cheers.